Hello everybody, it's Michael here from coffeemarketer.com. Today I'm going to take you through the drink profit margin calculator. Basically what this does is this gives you your profit margin in percentage and in total number for your drinks like your lattes, cappuccinos, flavored lattes, mochas, and what have you. Quick overview, over here on the left side we have your calculations for production. So this is where you're going to figure out how much your shots cost per drink, how much your syrups cost, milk, and your cups. Over here on the right, we've got your drink recipe. This is where you put in how many pumps you're using, how many ounces of milk, and your shots. So that way you can figure out your drink totals for each item in your drink. And then after that, you have your per drink breakdown down here. You have your total drinks and how much it costs you to make each drink, and then you'll put in your sale price here, and then you'll get your profit for margin and your profit for drink. When you're using this, all the numbers you're going to have to worry about are in red. All the ones in gray are going to change based off of what you put in red, or they'll stay stagnant because we have things like here, like I have grams per pound, just for reference. Pumps per bottle will change. There's always 128 ounces in a gallon, so things like that will stay the same. I'm going to give you guys an example of what you can use this for. Today I'm trying to figure out how much it would cost me to make an 8-ounce vanilla latte, and we'll start with this cost per double shot calculation. The reason we went with doing a double shot calculation is because most coffee shops use double shots, even if they're pulling 3, usually waste that 4th one because usually the recipe is better for a double shot than a single shot. There's always things like maybe you have to change the pressure to do a single shot or figure out the recipe, and it's just always better just to go with what's good. Here is where you'll put in how much your espresso beans cost. So $5 per pound is just an example. You could be paying anywhere from $8 to $10 if you're paying for something fancy, or if you do it yourself, this cost could be even lower. Here you'll put how many grams you're using for average, because obviously it can change from day to day, but if your average is say 18 grams, you'll want to put that in, so that way you can see here how many shots you're pulling per pound, which is nice, and that'll obviously affect your cost per double shot. So we'll leave it at 20, that's kind of standard, 20, 22, 24. Moving on to the syrup per pump calculation. So it's a vanilla latte, so this is how much the vanilla bottle costs, $15. There's 33 ounces in the bottle. I'm just going off of like how much a normal pump would be. Your standard pump is going to be 1/4 of an ounce. For reference, that's just like barely covering the bottom of the cup. If you free pour it, the general rule is 1 second is 1 ounce. That's kind of the bar rule. And so that'll give you how many pumps per bottle here. I'll show you, it's just simple division here, and then your cost per pump. So figure that out for your syrups, your mochas, you could do this with sauces and powders as well. You'll obviously just have to adjust your ounces, your pumps to scoops, and that'll work out just fine for you. Milk per ounce calculation, all you have to do is just put in how much your milk costs per gallon. So this is going to change a lot if you're trying to do soy, almond milk, all your non-dairies, but non-fat to 2% to whole milk to half and half are all different as well. So right now we're just going standard whole milk, so this is the average is $3.50. It shows here my cost per ounce. Cup cost calculation. All you have to do here is put in how much you paid for your package and how many units are in, and it'll give you your average of how much each one costs. Same for your lid cost and your sleeve cost. So this will help you figure that out, which is great. So moving on to the drink recipe. 8-ounce vanilla latte. Usually you'll do about like 2 pumps maybe. That's about 1/2 of an ounce. Just so you can taste it. So we'll put that in here, and if you see here, your syrup cost per calculation changed. So when I'm at 0, it's at 0. When I put in 2, well, times your cost per pump times 2, and then show you your syrup cost here. Milk per ounces, we'll probably say about, if it's an 8-ounce latte, 5 ounces of milk. And if you'll see here, your milk down here updated. So this drink total is going to update as you put in your drink recipe. And how many double shots? That's about 2 ounces usually. And so you'll put in 1 double shot, and so that'll be 22 cents here. Your drink total here, total of your drinks here under your per drink breakdown. So it's going to cost me 77 cents to make a vanilla 8-ounce latte with whole milk. Usually you want your profit margin to be anywhere from 50 to 75%, 75 kind of being the golden number. If it's just set at 350, I'm going to get 78%, but maybe I want to make the customers a little happier. So let's see what's going to happen at 325. I'm still above 75, so I might even be able to bring this down to $3. We'll see. And that's just under your 75% margin. So you might be able to get away with $3 there. If you just want your profit margin to be at 75%, you can figure that out. And then here you have your profit for drink will be at $3 will be $2.23. Over on the right here, I'm just kind of giving you guys an example of how you can keep track of your drinks as you're making them. So I'll just put in 8-ounce vanilla latte, and then I'll mark whole milk. And then I'll put my sale price here, so that way I have it for a reference. And then you can put in your profit margin, so how much you're going to make. So this is an example. You can do this a bunch of different ways because you're going to want to figure out your profit margin for your 8-ounce vanilla latte with soy, almond milk, if you do oat milk or any other kind of alternative dairy. If you want to offer breve lattes, you're going to want to figure this out with half and half as well. And we all know half and half is more expensive and it gunks up your steam wands, so maybe you want to charge people for the extra labor it costs you to clean out your steam wand even more after you make a breve latte. I'm just kidding, you probably aren't that petty. There's plenty of room for you over here to jot everything down as you're going, but you can get as creative as you want with that. And if you guys have any questions about this calculator, feel free to email us or hit us up on Facebook. Check out our website. We have lots of other great resources. We're constantly updating and adding stuff to that. So sign up for the email list if you want to get more of like the alerts of when new stuff is coming out. For you roasters out there, we also have a profit margin calculator for figuring out how much you should be selling your beans per pound. Also be sure to check our Facebook out. It's the Coffee Shops and Cafes Mastermind. I'll click over here really fast so you guys can, here we go. There's all kinds of coffee shop owners on here asking questions, talking about things, sharing links, and we'll also post some things on there too. Thank you guys for watching this video.